Hey everyone, it is August 10th, 2021, and this is GatorBites. All right, so I'm going to start this edition of GatorBites by looking in the book of Philippians chapter 4. This is the book that we've been going through, or I've been going through in a sermon series that we've been doing for several months now. And I hope it has been impacting to you. It has been impacting to me. And I think that is the whole idea, the whole concept of what Paul was trying to do. Even when he wrote this letter to his brothers and sisters, he wanted to impact them. And so, as you know, we've looked at many descriptions of the Christian life. We've talked about the exemplary Christian. We've talked about things like the grumbling Christian. We've talked about the anxious Christian. This past Sunday, we talked about the peaceful Christian. Well, as we move towards closing out this series, the title of my lesson this Sunday is The Impacted Christian. Because that's really what this book is supposed to do. It is supposed to move us. It's supposed to impact us. It's supposed to help us to grow in our walk with God. And so what I want to do is I want to read here in Philippians chapter 4, and we're going to begin in verse 12. All right, it says this. It says, I know what it is to be in need, and I know what it is to have plenty. I have learned the secret of being content in any and every situation, whether well-fed or hungry, whether living in plenty or in want. I can do all things through Him who gives me strength. What a powerful passage. You know, that last verse there is one that resonates. It's one that many preachers have preached. I can do all things through Him who gives me strength. That's words of encouragement that we can give to each other as we are in each other's lives, trying to boost each other forward, spur each other on toward love and good deeds. I can do all things. You can do all things through Him who gives you strength. And we're going to talk a little bit about that this Sunday. And we're also going to talk about just how, you know, the Christian life should be impacted, not only by all the words that Paul gives to his brothers and sisters in the book of Philippians, but really how all of us should be impacted by all of the words of God. The way that He admonishes us and pushes us and encourages us and commands us and inspires us to live our lives every day in such a way that brings Him glory. We should be the impacted Christians. Again, that's this Sunday. That's the title of my lesson, The Impacted Christian. 10 a.m., bring all of your friends. Let's get out there and invite our friends and our neighbors and all those who really do need to hear God's Word. All right, this Wednesday at 7 p.m. right here at Campus View Church, we're going to have a worship night, our Wednesday Night Lights worship night. It's going to be great. We're just going to, you know, we've closed out our 2021 book club series, and now we're just going to take a little break, worship God together, lift up our voices in song. Sing to God, sing to one another, and so that's going to be this Wednesday at 7 p.m. Jerry Callens at CFS, Christian Family Services, wanted me to again just reiterate. I talked about it in my sermon on Sunday, but just reiterate a thank you to some incredible brothers and a sister who jumped out here into the front parking lot and really cleared a lot of things out as we head into the fall football season. As you know, the Christian Family Services has football parking, and they raise money for adoptions, and so we had a crew of folks. I just want to read them. I got it right here. Carol and Chandler Rozier, Levy Howard, Mike McCall, Randy Long, Mark Apple, Jimmy Brunson. I think there might have been a few others, but really got out here and worked all day this last Saturday to clear things out. Again, thank you so much, brothers and sisters, for your service and for the way that you really have really served CFS and served us here at Campus View Church. Also, just to let you guys know, with CFS parking, we're going to be having all the parking spaces numbered. and that's going to happen this Thursday. So please be mindful of that as you come in. If you're coming into the building or coming to, come to the office or something like that, just be mindful of that and be aware that there is going to be designated restrictions, parking when you come in on Thursday, because they're going to be painting. So painting numbers on the parking lots. Okay, so that's that. Also, we're very excited to have our campus students back this week. This last weekend, about 15 of them traveled to Asheville, North Carolina for the campus ministry conference. This is the leadership conference. This was a conference held at Ridgecrest in Asheville, North Carolina, where they really had a great time learning about campus ministry leadership. And so not this Wednesday, because we're going to have our Wednesday night lights, but the following Wednesday, we're going to have some of these brothers and sisters share and just really inspire us about some of the things that they learned at this conference. I think some things that not only they needed to learn and grow in, but maybe even some things that many of us that haven't been campus students for a couple of years or several years or decades or maybe even centuries. But I know they learned a lot, and we're just going to hear from them, not this Wednesday, but the next Wednesday. So very excited to have you guys back and are excited to learn from you. And then also, just a reminder that we are trying to get our Kingdom Kids figured out as we move into the fall. And Casey Breyer and others are working on that. I know that we were going to try to have that in place by August, but I think because of this new variant that's been out and just some question marks about what's going to happen as we continue to try to work ourselves out of this pandemic, what we need to do for Kingdom Kids. And so in the meantime, we're still only going to have classes for infants to 2-year-olds, and then we're going to have a class for the 2-year-olds to 5-year-olds. And so just so you guys know that, and so you're aware, don't want anybody to be confused. In the meantime, it's been great to have the rest of our children in service with us. I know sometimes that can be difficult, sometimes that can be hard, but I also think it's really great for our children to have this time, to be able to be with family and to be able to worship and to be able to be in the service and know what that's all like. But we are planning on getting our Kingdom Kids back in place as soon as possible. In a couple of weeks, we're going to have all of our campus students back here, ready to go for school. And again, that's something else that we're very excited about. Brothers and sisters, get ready to really encourage all these campus students to come back. And when they do get back here, let them know how much we've missed them. And can't wait to really see our auditorium fill back up and just really get our campus ministry kicking in place again. We are super excited about Max and Sabrina Plager. They are going to be taking over our campus ministry as our campus ministry leaders, and they're going to be graduating from the MIT program. And not this Sunday, but next Sunday, we're going to have a little ceremony for them, and so that's going to be exciting. Max Plager is going to preach on that Sunday, so stay tuned for that. We got a big fall ahead of us, and we're very excited about it. That's all I've got for us for GatorBites. Brothers and sisters, love you. I hope you have a great week. We will see you Wednesday night, and then we will see you next week on GatorBites.